welcome to HyperDog Digital. This is Scott. Today we're going to take a look at the Lenovo Thinkpad X1 Yoga 3rd generation. This is a 2-in-1 device primarily designed as a business device, but can certainly be used as a very good home device as well. It's very thin, not real heavy, actually pretty light. It has a nice soft touch to the surface, mostly plastic, with just a little bit of metal here on the hinges. It comes in this black here that you see, as well as a silver variation. And the cost for this starts at a little over $1,500 and has several different configurations that can range from that $1,500 up to around $2,400. Just like the other ThinkPads, it's been tested against 12 military grade certifications. Oops, let's get into focus there. There you go. It's been tested against 12 military grade certification tests and over 200 in-house durability tests. As usual, I just take Lenovo's word for that, as I can't really beat this guy up too much. It did survive my daily use as well as being handed around between the kids, and it came out without a scratch, so that is a positive there as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the ports and the external configuration of the device. So on the left side you have a couple of Thunderbolt ports here, USB Type-C ports, and this first port you use with the included charger here. To charge the device. You can't use just a regular USB Type-C cable in your phone charger. That doesn't work. I tried it. It does not charge it at all. But the good thing is that while you are charging it, you can plug a device into this port here, and it will actually charge that device by itself. So that is it actually acts as an external battery if you happen to need one. There's also the standard USB port as well. Moving around to the right side, you have your Kensington lock, HDMI port, standard USB, the mini RJ45, your headphone jack, power button with a little indicator light on it, and a built-in active pen. I'll pop this out real quick here so you can take a look at that. And as you can see, the pen itself has a couple of buttons here near the tip. And of course, it charges while it's docked. Again, I love how they have these pens included, and I love even more how they are built in instead of just included as a loose piece of hardware. I really hate it when you just have one of those things just hanging around that you got to stick into a USB port or something like that. I don't like that. So on the bottom, you just have some venting here, and you have the speakers on either side. Okay, on the inside we have a large 14-inch IPS touchscreen. There are a few different versions you can get included, which I will touch on a bit later. The webcam up here at the top also comes with ThinkShutter, and I'll show you if you actually can flip this switch here. It actually blocks off that camera for a little bit of additional security there for you. You have your standard touchpad down here, fingerprint reader, and of course just your standard keyboard. Now the really cool thing about this keyboard is that it will actually pop out or recess into the body depending on the configuration you're using the device. For example, in the standard laptop configuration, just the way it's normally set up, you can see that the keys are a bit popped out from the body. Now if I were to flip this back over into tablet form, you can see that those keys have dropped down into the body. Let's see if I can kind of do that on camera a little bit for you so you can see it a little bit better. You can see those keys pop up, and as you close it on the back, they go down. Alright, now of course those will go down also when you close it like this, so that the keys are not popping up and hitting the screen or anything like that. I personally have not seen anything like that before, and I think it's very innovative, and I just think it's damn cool. The keyboard is also of course backlit, so that's another bonus as well. Moving to the back, I did discover something else that I thought was not so much innovative, but just really a good use of space. If you look back over here, we'll get this up a little higher for you. There's a little lid you can pop off, and you have a spot for your SIM card and your micro SD card. It's not very often you see the back of a 2-in-1 have anything on them, let alone having some useful ports. I thought it was just really cool and just a smart use of space there. So overall, I like the design. I love the extra touches that they've included, like the built-in active pin, the hidden ports on the back, and of course the keyboard. Just some really innovative and smart designing. So let's go ahead and take a look at the specs. Okay, so just like with most laptops, you're often presented with a selection of configuration options to more suit what you're looking for. The X1 Yoga is no different. The different configurations affect the processor, the memory, disk capacity, camera options, and so on. So let's just kind of run through what we got on this guy, and you can pick out what you want when you end up buying it. The processor options include up to an 8th gen Intel Core i7 with vPro. Lower options include the i5 version, Windows 10 Home or Pro, with Pro being the recommended version as usual. The graphics card is an integrated Intel UHD Graphics 620 card, so it's certainly not a gaming machine, but should be able to run most low to mid-level games. Certainly check the requirements for your game beforehand. Up to 16 gig of RAM, with the lower end being 8 gig. Disk capacity can go as high as 1 terabyte PCIe solid state drive. The camera is a 720p camera with Think Shutter. You can upgrade your camera with an IR camera option, which adds facial recognition, but keep in mind if you do that, you do lose the Think Shutter with that. The battery is a 54 watt-hour battery with rapid charge. It should get you around 15.4 hours on a normal usage. The display does give you several different options, all at 14 inches with a touchscreen. Now those different options include fully high definition IPS with a resolution of 1920 by 1080, which is what I have on this guy here. You also can get a wide quad high def or WQHD with a resolution of 2516 by 1440, or an HDR wide quad high def WQHD at the same resolution. Comes with Dolby Audio Premium. It also comes with several security features including FIDO or Fast Identity Online, Think Shutter, fingerprint reader, facial recognition, which is included with the IR camera. Black or silver for the colors. We've already gone through all the ports. Bluetooth 4.1, 802.11 AC wireless capabilities. The weight is just over 3 pounds, but really it feels like it's a bit lighter than that. And that's really about it. That's the standard specs for this guy right here. Okay, now performance with this device is going to vary depending on what configuration you're working with. The unit that I was provided had the i5 processor, 8 gig of RAM, and the full high definition screen. That being said, it performed brilliantly throughout my demo period. I put this through my usual paces, took it back and forth to work, used it for standard business type work, Word, Excel, Outlook, web browsing, note-taking, meetings, etc. Installed a few different games such as Minecraft and whatever, and didn't have any problems running anything I threw at it. My kids were able to watch their movies and play YouTube and played all their games that they like to play. Just had lots of fun using it, and they beat it up a little bit and it came out just fine. I do wish I had one of the high-end models to put it through a bit more and see how powerful you could really get these things, but unfortunately this is what I got, and it's still very good. Battery life was pretty much on par for what was advertised. I had no problems getting in the 15-hour range and beyond with standard usage. That range, of course, will vary depending on what you're doing with it, so certainly playing games or watching movies would decrease that to a certain extent. I was very impressed with the rapid charge function. I had to install Windows updates at one point and realized I was down to 1% battery life, so I plugged it in and let Windows run its ever so quick update process. 20 minutes later, I was already back up to 80%. And that was all while it restarted a couple of times, churning away on updates, so I was pretty impressed with that. The screen is very big, even with the bezels on the side here. They could be a little bit smaller, but really they're not bad. They do kind of disappear after you're watching it for a while, so I'm not really too upset about that. The screen itself is bright, colors look great. I'd love to see what the other screens would provide, but again, this one is still very good. Camera is pretty standard for your 720p camera that's included in a laptop device, so really nothing above and beyond there with this configuration. Alright, so there you go. That is the Lenovo Thinkpad X1 Yoga. Very solid device. It has a nice, thin, sleek look to it with a very smart, innovative design. It's got a good weight to it. Flipping it over into tablet mode, I was able to easily use it for an extended amount of time without fatigue, which is great compared to most 2-in-1 devices. Most of them are just a little too heavy to use in tablet mode for very long. Again, this is primarily designed as a business device, but would work very well as a home device. Plenty of power, versatility, and options to choose from. And of course, I love the added bells and whistles like the recessing keyboard and the built-in active pen. This is probably my favorite laptop that Lenovo has sent to me in a while, and I would definitely pick it up as my first choice if I was looking to get a laptop at the moment. That's it from HyperDog Digital, and we hope to see you again next time. Hey, this is Scott for HyperDog Digital. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos and reviews, be sure to check us out at hyperdogdigital.com. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you know when we put up new content. If there's something you'd like us to review, or you have a product you want to send us for a review, feel free to send us an email at reviews@hyperdogdigital.com. We're also looking for sponsors right now, so if you are interested in being a sponsor for our channel, contact us at sponsor@hyperdogdigital.com. All of our social media links and emails are in the description. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you next time.